Welcome to part 8 of The Captive Curse. We just caught Lucas pretending to be the monster, and he was wearing like stilts. But then we saw the actual monster in the window, so let's talk to Lucas
Thanks for not getting me in trouble. For that, I'm gonna help you track down that monster.
No, you don't need to do that.
I'm on it.
Oh, okay. He's gonna help us.
Hi.
I just found Lucas dressed up as the monster.
What? Really? Oh, that kid is in for it now. How does costume look? See, I knew all this was nonsense. You know, I've got to give him credit. He had us all pretty worried. Oh, he is in so much trouble. I ask you, what is the appropriate punishment for something like this?
Wait, when I caught Lucas, the two of us saw the monster.
What do you mean? Are you sure?
Positive.
So this creature is wandering around now? And of course Carl is doing nothing about it, as per usual. How many times did he tell me he was sending out patrols? I've got it all under control. There is nothing to worry about. Blah! So incompetent.
Thanks, see you later.
Bye, Nancy.
She really hates Carl. Okay, so the other thing I need to do is get proof of the monster to show to Carl, but first I'm just gonna talk to everyone.
Yes?
Because there's always dialogue options to use in this game.
What's the real story with the monster?
I do not know enough to say for sure, but I do know it is tragic. There are two choices. One, the monster's real. He's a living mystery, some terrible abomination hiding in the woods, something that doesn't belong in this rational world. It could just as easily be something else. Something worse.
Like what?
The worst monsters are self-made. There are people like you and like me, but they have taken a terrible turn. They let everything awful, everything sad take up all of the breathing room in their hearts until all they know is revenge.
But if it's just one person, why the pattern? Why always the same girls?
That I don't know. Every generation has its troubles, Nancy. When the troubles can't be contained, the monster comes out. One thing I do know, it's monsters, human or otherwise, can't stand hope. They can't stand being near a good heart. They try to destroy anything honest and good. They can't bear to remember how they once were.
Thanks, see you later.
See you later.
And I'm also going to call Ned and Frank and Joe. Heck, I might as well call Castle Cast again. I think that
Thank you for calling Castle Cast,
okay.
your one-stop staffing solution for
I
castles,
thought there was
reenactments,
another dialogue
historical
option for
modeling, and
Castle Cast, but
time-period-appropriate
I might be wrong.
buskers. Ask us about our wizard discount. My name is Jordan. How may I help you?
Thanks, see you later.
Thanks for calling.
Marcus.
Nancy, hi.
Okay.
I keep finding references to girls who have disappeared. What do you know about that?
Yeah, I've heard something like that. Wait, are you getting all wrapped up in this nonsense?
Not exactly, just trying to figure out what's going on.
Fair enough. Truth is, it's a castle. It's really old. On a long enough timeline, everything develops a scary history. At least that's what the castle salesman said.
Did you know that Anya lied on her resume?
I didn't. That's embarrassing for her. But, look, in this world, you've got to make your own luck. Anya's got a lot of heart, a lot of moxie. That's more important than a good resume. Still, I wouldn't expect her to do something like that.
What made you get into the castle business?
It might seem like a strange thing to do, but trust me, when you can afford to buy a castle, owning a castle suddenly makes so much sense.
Have you ever had something like this monster happen to you before?
Not surprisingly, no.
Do you spend much time at the castle?
No, I thought I was going to live there.
Why didn't you?
Castles are sort of awful. They're dank. They have dungeons. They're creepy.
So you try to bring in tourists? Doesn't make sense.
Oh, I disagree. A good vacation ends with you looking at your house and promising it that you'll never leave it again.
I found Lucas dressed up as the monster.
The kid.
Yeah, but then I saw the real monster.
So the situation is still pretty much the same. There's still a monster on the loose?
Well, maybe.
Okay, good talk. Come on, what do you think you're even doing?
I'm doing my best.
Not you, the idiot with the... Yeah, you, buddy. Where do you learn how to drive? The 1800s.
Are you driving right now?
Yes, I'm driving. And this guy, still you, buddy. It's going so slow and swerving. I am memorizing your license plate. Sorry, this guy. I know you see me. I know you know why I'm yelling.
Should I let you go?
If you want. I got one of these hand-free phones, so it doesn't bother me. This weather is not great.
Thanks. See you later.
Bye.
He voices a character in Sea of Darkness, which is a future game, and I can really tell when he's yelling that he is that character. Okay, let's call Frank.
Hi, Nancy.
I discovered what the stilts were for.
Yeah?
Lucas was dressing up as the monster.
So, case closed. You're on the next flight home?
Not exactly. When I caught him, I saw the real monster.
This place has too many monsters.
Do you think something like a monster could really exist?
Sure. It's not likely, but it's not impossible.
You really think so?
Well, it sounds crazy, but it's true. There are plenty of monsters in the world. We just give them names and pretend that they're reasonable.
Like what?
Like sharks. There is no way that sharks are not monsters. Have you seen those things? They have a scientific name now that we have learned all we can about them, but take a swim with one and tell me it's not a monster.
No, thank you.
Right. So whatever it is that's scaring people, it may turn out to actually be something else. But if everyone is this scared, it is a monster.
I don't know why Nancy is saying no thank you. She literally swam with sharks in Ransom of the Seven
I'll
Ships.
let you go. Bye.
So,
See ya.
doesn't make sense.
Nancy, did you think of any team names?
Oh, yeah. Okay. I always pick the Clue Crew. Oh, and the winner is... I don't get that. I always pick Clue Crew because I think that's what they go with.
The Clue Crew.
Ooh, edgy. It's perfect.
I keep finding these references to the monster's past victims.
What have you found out? Is there a pattern?
I can't figure it out yet. The story seems to be that when the monster comes to the castle, he's always on the lookout for someone who reminds him of his previous victims.
That's really creepy.
How did a story like this get started anyway?
I read in one of my classes that people love to find patterns in random things.
I've heard of that.
I think that may be going on here. A few accidents happened and everything snowballs. Pretty soon it looks like a pattern. And if there's a pattern, there must be...
A monster.
Right. It looks like someone is using the story to their own benefit, if you ask me.
I can't figure out why the monster would target certain people.
Is there something that the victims have in common? There must be something.
I'll look. I found out that Anya lied on her resume.
That's pretty bad. Are you going to do anything about it?
When I talked to her, she seemed pretty sorry about the whole thing.
Well, that still doesn't make it right.
I know, but I think Anya needs to take responsibility for fixing this herself.
I agree.
Were you much of a prankster when you were a kid?
Oh, of course. Pranking people was so much fun, although it wasn't as easy as you'd expect.
Why not?
Well, you've got this elaborate setup, and you want it to be this big show-stopping thing, and everything has to be just perfect or everything's a wash, so lots of times you've got everything all set up, but your victim just won't go in the right room or something like that. It's pretty frustrating.
Ned, that's it.
What's what?
That's what this is like. The dress, the necklace, the stories I keep finding, these are all pieces of a big setup. And once everything is perfect...
What?
Then the monster strikes. And wait, what did you say about show-stopping? What did you mean by that?
Well, you've got to have an audience, or it's not fun.
Marcus and the investors.
What?
I've got to get to the bottom of this before Marcus gets here.
What? Why?
Think about it. If you wanted an audience, who better than the owner and the investors he's trying to impress?
Good point. How much time do you have?
I'm not sure. Not long. Any more ideas about the story behind the monster?
It's pretty theatrical if you think about it.
How so?
Costumes, props, it's almost like someone is trying to put on some sort of creepy show.
You know, you're right. Interesting.
Unless there really is a monster, which is unlikely, right?
When I caught Lucas, I saw the real monster. Carl won't believe me, though.
Why not?
He wants proof.
What kind of proof?
I'm not sure. A picture of the monster, maybe?
That sounds dangerous.
I need to find a way to take a photo of the monster.
A photo? I recommend just drawing a picture. Much safer and more meaningful. Adds a personal touch.
That'd be nice, but Carl won't believe me unless he sees proof.
I don't know why he'd need proof now. Well, if you go out on a monster photo hunt, be careful. And try not to use a flash. They don't like that, I assume.
See you later.
See you soon.
Okay, so we need a photo of the monster. And to do that, we're going to look at Renata's map.
Looks like Renata knew exactly where the monster was going to strike. I need to check those sites out.
So we need to go to the monster sightings, and so the place is in green. And eventually we will catch the monster and be able to take a picture of it. So one of them is over here, which no monster, nothing to do. So we'll go to another one. The dungeon. For the sake of time, I'm not going to go to every spot because that would take a long time. We already looked through all of this stuff.
Hello again, Nancy.
I'll let you go. Bye.
Goodbye.
What's up?
I got stuck between the castle gates. Did you have anything to do with that?
No.
That's an old
But I did lock you out when you
dialogue
first
option.
got here. Remember that?
Mm-hmm. It wasn't that long ago.
Oh, yeah.
Your monster costume was actually pretty good.
It was? Thanks, Nancy. I spent forever on it.
As a rule, I don't condone dressing up as a monster and scaring people, but it looked good nonetheless.
All I did was think of what would scare me if I saw it when I was alone at night. And then I tried to make it.
What made you dress up as the monster?
I don't know. It just made a lot of sense, and then I did it. Truth is, I'm sort of a monster expert.
A monster expert?
Yes. I have seen all of the monster movies, and I know all of the monster rules. Silver bullets, stakes, water, sunlight. You need to fight a monster. I'm your guy.
Any clue what I could use against the castle's real monster?
Oh, I guess I didn't think about that. He's probably invincible. I think I'm probably fine since I'm small, and he's probably pretty hungry.
Got any more advice on catching a monster?
Oh, great.
Yeah, but it's a secret. The best way to catch a monster is to think like a monster. Do you know how to do that?
Not at all.
Right. It was a trick question. Monsters don't think. They just terrorize things.
How is that going to help me catch a monster?
Oh, well... I guess you should think of the smartest thing a monster could do and then do... not that.
Isn't it a bit late for you to be up?
Shh. I've got a good thing going. Don't ruin it for me.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay, so another sighting is in the courtyard, which he's not here. So, let's go to the forest, and the forest is where you want to go. This is where we'll find the monster. At the tree. So if I can find the tree... Oh, that was easy.
This was a
Okay,
site
so-
on the map. I should wait and see if the monster appears.
So we get out our phone. And sure enough, there's the monster. And you can zoom and take as many pictures as you want. That's good enough. And
Another
make sure you
coded
take
message.
this.
I need to figure out what it says.
Okay, so now we have a picture to show Carl. And if I can find my way back, that would be great. Oh, here we go.
Hi, Nancy.
I have proof that Lucas wasn't the monster. Take a look at the picture I took with my phone. Do you believe me now?
This is not good at all. If that's the monster and he's real, then I'm afraid it's you he's coming after. If you can't solve this case soon, you need to leave here.
What's the story with the Die Ungeheuerlichkeit Nacht Festival?
Oh, it's simply the best night of the year. Well, normally it is. This year, I don't know.
What does the festival celebrate?
Every year, the whole castle gets together to celebrate another year without a monster sighting.
I don't understand. Why are you having a celebration this year?
There are strange things going on, but we're not sure that it's the monster. Also, we already paid for the custom-made cake.
Well, if you've already got the cake.
Truth is, it's best to give everybody something positive to focus on. These are frightening times.
I realized that I haven't helped him with
I'd
his
really like to help with your character.
Now you should choose hero or monster.
Hero.
Thanks.
I keep finding references
which I
to these
definitely want to
missing
finish
girls.
the character.
Those I do not like to talk about.
You're supposed to help me out here. I need to know what they mean.
Those girls, they're the monster's past victims.
What do you mean?
This monster, this is not the first time he's been to this castle looking for a victim.
I've gathered that. Why are the victims always young women?
No one knows. Some say that the monster takes a bride and that the two live together deep in the forest.
Is that what you think?
No. Come on now.
What do you think happens?
I do not want to know. Those girls never come back. That alone is enough to keep me up at night. And Nancy, if the monster is back, you do well to distance yourself from what you see in those paintings.
What do you mean?
We can only guess what will happen next by what's happened before. And if anyone here looks like one of the girls in the paintings, it'd be you.
See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Okay, let's try
Need
talking to him
something else?
again. Ugh, okay, he's
Bye.
not
See you later, Nancy.
asking about the character anymore.
Oh, hello, Nancy.
Thanks. See you later.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Hi, didn't we just have a conversation?
Okay.
Who are all those letters to?
What?
Sorry, I just sort of saw them.
No one.
Why write so many if you're not going to send them?
That is none of your business.
Tell me about the accident.
What are you talking about?
I think you know what I'm talking about.
This castle, it is very old. It is not built for so many visitors. When I started, I thought it would be nice to have tours, take people around.
Right.
I took a group down into the dungeon. I thought it would be fun to show them the cells. I did not know what would happen. I really did not.
What happened?
I closed the door and the whole room collapsed.
Ugh, was everyone okay?
No one died, but a few came very close. I stood on the other side of the door and there was nothing I could do.
Is that why you don't want tourists here?
I am a magnet for bad luck. It is best that I be left alone.
Why do you say you're a magnet for bad luck?
You will think it's silly.
No, I promise I won't.
When I was a boy, I took a train to Berlin with my father. He fell asleep, so I wandered the train. In the back, I found a boy my age to play with. Strangely, he looked just like me.
Like a doppelganger?
Exactly like a doppelganger. The boy was very strange. The whole time we played together, he did not say a single word. Very unnerving. Eventually, my father found us. He had this expression I'd never seen before. At first, I thought he was angry I'd wandered off. But no, he was scared. He grabbed my arm and yanked me back to our car. I remember looking at the boy, and he had the oddest smile.
I don't understand.
You must never meet your doppelganger. And if you see yours one day, run! To allow them even a moment in your life is to be cursed, like me.
You don't really think you're cursed, do you?
After that day, everyone I loved, everyone I cared about got hurt or fell ill. So I moved here.
Why?
Some people hide in castles to stay safe behind the walls. I use these walls to keep the world safe from me, but now, you see, even that isn't working.
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
It's not. Now, if you'll please leave me alone.
Thanks. See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Poor Carl.
Nancy, I think I can hear the monster outside.
I'm sure it's just your imagination.
No, something bad is going to happen now. I just know.
I'm sure everything is fine.
No, it isn't. Promise me you'll stay close, okay?
I promise.
Thanks, Nancy.
Do you know what the stories about these missing girls are all about?
I heard that all those girls, they were killed by the monster.
Do you think that's true?
I hope not.
I'll let you go. Bye.
See ya!
Okay, one thing that I forgot to do is get the Easter egg from the dungeon. So I'm going to do that next, and then we'll trigger the end game, basically. Not that the Easter egg triggers the end game. This code that we got... No, I don't see it. Where is it? This. This is what triggers the end game. Okay, I need to go. Where do I need to go? I need to go... Not that way. Here. Okay, so the first key is this one. And then I'm going to try this key from Anya's desk. Ta-da! Great. And the dungeon, which I wonder if it will let me... Actually, I'm kind of afraid to do that. So I'm not going to do that yet. Okay. Got the Easter egg. That's great. I'm going to try to talk to everybody one more time before I trigger the end game because I don't know if I'll get another chance to. I really like exhausting all dialogue options just because I feel like I miss something if I don't.
Hiya, Nancy.
I asked Carl about the accident in the dungeon,
And?
and it was just that. He was giving a tour and part of the dungeon collapsed. Everyone was okay in the end, but it really seems to have upset him.
Maybe that's why he's not so keen on having tourists.
That's it exactly. He seems to think that he's cursed, and everything that happens only reinforces that idea.
And if you believe you're cursed, you might as well be cursed.
It's like the story of the monster.
How so?
The people here believe that there's a monster, so they only pay attention to evidence that...
That backs up what they already believe, right? So they're an easy group to trick, if you wanted to. But who would want to?
I don't know. I'm working on it. Any great ideas?
Not yet, but I'll be on standby if you need me.
I think that I've been cast as the next victim.
What do you mean?
The dress, the necklace, all of the weird warnings I've been getting.
Nancy, you need to get out of there fast.
I can't just walk away from a case. I'm not sure I even could if I wanted to.
I wish I wasn't so far away. Do not put yourself in danger. You've got to play it safe.
I will, I promise. Thanks, see you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Nancy, what's up?
I think I might be in danger.
Why? What's happened?
Someone is trying to draw attention to the castle by making the monster myth come true.
I don't understand. What do you mean by that?
I think I've been brought in to be the next victim. The necklace, the dress, the stories, it all adds up.
Why would anyone want to do that?
I don't know. I don't even know if I'm right yet.
Nancy, if that's true, then this is very serious.
I know. Thanks, see you later.
See ya! Hi.
Bye.
Get it done.
Get it done. Okay, let's talk to Renata. She
Hello,
probably
Nancy.
has nothing to
Bye.
say.
See you later.
Let's talk to Carl one more time, then Anya, then Lucas.
Hi, Nancy.
Oh,
I'd
great.
like to help you with your character again.
Excellent. Now your creation needs a name. Should it be the Great Bear or Ursa Major?
Ursa Major.
Thanks.
Thanks, see you later.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hi.
Can you tell me a little more about the festival?
It's the best. It's a shame that you're here this year. Normally it's so much bigger. It's this big get-together with lots of dancing and great food and great stories. Oh, and there is this fantastic cake. It's just amazing.
What is the festival a celebration of?
Well, the story goes that when the monster took his first victim, the whole castle got together and built a huge bonfire and took an oath to find and destroy the monster. They met each year to renew their pledge, and they'd burn a monster made of sticks in effigy. But as the years went by, it just became an excuse to get the whole castle together for a fun night. Well, that's the story most years.
See you later.
Bye.
Hey, Nancy.
Bye.
See ya.
Okay, I am again going to talk to Carl. Probably sick of watching me talk to Carl. I really want to finish the card before the end.
Nancy, what is going on?
Bye.
But I
Goodbye.
might not be able to. So I just hope that I'll still get to finish it. Okay, time to do the next thing, which is... Oh. Watch Anya.
I wonder what she wants in the forest.
And I'm going to solve this, or decode this, note. So, mouse, dragon, unicorn, which mouse is Demos, so M. Dragon. What is dragon? Dragon is Drake, so D. And unicorn. Unicorn is Ernhorn with an E, so MDE. Okay. Q F U Y P F D V X R I C. Ah. I messed up. Okay. I need to go a little slower. H Q F E U Y P T. Oh my gosh. I clicked W. Okay, this is gonna be the one. Just have to go very slow and carefully. Legend ending. Okay. E U Y P T W J F D V X R I C K H Q W H B S W E I Z N Q V H L E.
Find a young woman to cast as the victim. This is about me, isn't it?
Yes, it is about you. Okay. Anya's still gone. Is Carl there? Yeah, he's there. Oh,
Hello again, Nancy.
she's back.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Hi.
Thanks. See you later.
Bye.
Okay, I think that's supposed to trigger the end game. Maybe I need to go walk around, talk to Carl.
Oh, hello, Fräulein.
Why would Anya be going out into the woods?
What do you mean?
I saw her go into the forest. It looked like she really didn't want anyone following her.
She should not be doing that. She knows not to be doing that now.
I'm sure she had a reason.
It does not matter. I will have to talk with her.
Is my card ready?
Here you are.
Yay! Ursa Major, proving that appearances aren't everything, this outward monster hides her true self under a covering of filthy fur. With a canny mind and a handful of gold, the supposed beast easily fools those who thinks she is nothing more than the witless animal she appears to be. Okay, I thought that I was supposed to be a hero. Maybe she still is a hero. And I thought it was a ring. Not a
Thanks. See you
handful of
later.
gold, but-
Goodbye.
Or maybe it means a gold ring. Like handful of gold ring. I don't know.
Hello, Nancy.
See you later.
Goodbye.
Okay, trying to trigger the endgame now, which I think is just talking to a bunch of people until it happens.
Hello again, Nancy.
Bye.
Auf Wiedersehen.
What's up?
Thanks. See you later.
Bye, Nancy.
Well, oh, here we go. Maybe.
Come to my office quickly, something terrible has happened.
Yes. Okay. This is the end game. So I'm going to end this video here, and I think I'll be able to fit the ending in one more video. So part 9 should be my last video for this game. But anyway, thank you as always for watching.